Okay, well, we recorded the new album, Weapon Album number 3, here at Physics Lab Studio in Edmonton, Alberta. I tracked the drums with a 7-piece tie kit, which I think is a nice birch kit. I used an oxbow snare, which is a custom-made snare drum from a guy here in Canada who did an amazing job on it.
So on when we were tracking the drums, we actually ended up using a snare drum that Terry provided for us. It had this really
it was
powerful sound.
It was a very thick drum.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of drums you buy in the shops. Like this thing is probably 3/4 of an inch thick. It's made by a guy named Matt Mueller in Canmore. Has a company called Oxbow Percussion. And we got this it's a dense wood. It's like a Purple Heart of some sort. Yeah, the drum is massive. It's heavy, and when you hit it, it has like a very short, loud note.
Damn, how much you want for it? The drums for this album I can expect, or you can expect, to be obviously brutal, tight, and progressed from the past album that we did, which was From the Devil's Tomb. I was happy with that album. There's a lot of things that I wanted to obviously advance myself as a player like anybody would. So I think for this album, you can call advancement also going backwards, as in I sacrificed perhaps a little bit of flair for the actual song as a whole piece. So I'm happy that way that you'll just expect some brutal attack, very tight like I said, and it will fucking destroy you. That's the way it should be.
I don't care.
I think sonically we're really starting to find what we call the weapon sound. You know, I mean, it takes every band a certain amount of time until they can fine-tune their own sound. So as time progresses with every release, our death metal influences are really coming to the forefront more and more. So I would say this album is really a 50-50 sonically of traditional black metal and traditional death metal sound. We say traditional black metal, to us, that's like a mayhem, mortuary drape, blasphemy, Samael. That's the kind of sound we're talking about, not the typical scratchy, lo-fi Norwegian, fuzzbox sound. That we've never been about that. To us, that was never really the foundation of black metal. And for death metal, we're because the core members of the band were a certain age group. So for us, death metal has always been the Florida bands and old Swedish scene, so it's a really fine balance of black and death metal. Like, I mean, when we read reviews where Weapon is described as a black and death metal band, that is very accurate, because we are a black and death metal band.
Hey Paul, quick run through the tones. Let's make sure this all sounding good. That's why we tune them. Fuck yeah.
In this age, there's some fucking amazing players that are just taking it to levels that are unbelievable, man, and hats off to them all. But I mean, I'm just me, and I do what I do, right? So I do my best, and I'm not going to name any names because I don't need to, you know? I'm me, and yeah, the new album really destroys, man. I'll just say that you can tell it's me. When you hear it, you'll know it's me playing, and I like to keep it that way, you know?